Candy as we know it today didn't really exist until modern times. But regardless of the time period, if you were eating anything remotely close to candy, you probably had some money. By the mid to late 1800s, what most of us know as candy today started to materialize due to technological advances that made candy cheaper and more accessible to the masses. Due to lack of regulation, however, some candy did have deadly effects similar to the bootleg alcohol made a few decades later. On a lighter note, you can't make a list about candy without mentioning the Berlin candy bomber. American pilot Gail Halvorson dropped candy with mini parachutes attached to the children of West Berlin during the Berlin airlift in the height of the Cold War. Of the nearly $10 billion spent on Halloween in the US every year, about $3 billion is spent on candy alone. Here are the American favorites, with no real surprises other than hot tamales at number 5. If you're wondering who benefits the most from this surge in candy consumption, you can check out this infographic. Pretty much every candy you can think of falls under a handful of parent companies that also make a bunch of other stuff you buy too. If you're like me, you're probably also wondering where all the candy names come from. If you want to make a good guess, just say it's somebody's last name. Milton Hershey founded the Hershey Empire, Frank Mars founded Mars, Forrest Mars, Frank's son, and this guy named William Murray collaborated to make M&M, Mars and Murray. Harry Reese was a former Hershey employee who created his own peanut butter cup, and the list goes on. Three Musketeers originally had 3 bars in a package: vanilla, strawberry, and chocolate. Makes so much more sense now. The term kiss was a general name for small pieces of candy during the early 1900s, and the name may or may not have something to do with the sound the machine made when it formed the product. The Jolly Rancher was the name of an ice cream shop out in Colorado that realized it needed something to sell in the colder months. Lifesavers are shaped like flotation devices, you know, the ones that save people from drowning, and supposedly have nothing to do with the hole in the center to prevent you from choking. Mars Men were changed to Sour Patch Kids to remind children of the Cabbage Patch Kids, and of course, to buy more candy. Candy corn was designed to look like raw corn on purpose, and they used marshmallow to create that buttery texture. No one really knows about Twix, but it could be a mix of the words twin and sticks, or twin and mix. Either way, I hate their left and right Twix marketing campaign. Is that mean to say? There's a big argument in the candy world about Baby Ruth being named after President Grover Cleveland's daughter or the famous baseball player, but I'm happy to report there's some evidence that it could have been both. Whether you celebrate Halloween or not, what's your favorite and least favorite candy? Probably go Reese's or Twix for favorite, and weirdly enough, I don't really like Tootsie Rolls that much. It always felt like the cantaloupe or the honeydew of the candy bowl.